Alright, it's only me. I've come on the day to talk about the Jimi Hendrix box set come out today, which is the Axis Bold as Love sessions on this box set here, called Bold as Love, which is this year's Jimi Hendrix Christmas offering that you get every year. I'm trying, what was it last year? Last year was the Electric Lady Studios box set, which was pretty good, but it was a bit kind of like you had to be a Jimi Hendrix fan to really enjoy it, because there's a lot of kind of studio stuff that didn't actually make for like interesting listening for somebody that isn't really interested in that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Kind of Jimi Hendrix guiding the band through backing tracks, that kind of thing. No singing on it, no lead guitar, any of that kind of stuff. So I'm imagining that this album here, box set we've got today, I'm just going to set this over here so that I can hold it up, is much the same thing, same size, round about a kind of, I'm thinking that's probably around about 8 inches, 8 to 10 inches this box set. It's slightly smaller than the one last year, and I've not got my reading glasses on here, so what we've got is that 4 discs? Aye, 4 discs, and one of them's a Blu-ray, I think. So we'll have an open up of this and see what we've got here. Axis Bold as Love, of course, Jimi Hendrix Experience second album, falling in between their Are You Experience debut, which is the one where all the songs that Jimi Hendrix would go and play live, and his double album Electric Ladyland, which was released the year later after this, which is a sprawling double album, which is a mere kind of studio based thing. Axis Bold as Love kind of falls in the middle. It's not quite got the explosiveness of the debut album or the kind of epicness of Electric Ladyland, but that's not to say that it's no excellent in its own right. You could say that Axis Bold as Love is Jimi Hendrix stepping backwards after being an American kind of blues, soul, Stax guitar player, moving into rock with the Are You Experienced album. You could say that Axis Bold as Love is Jimi Hendrix as a rock guitar player, looking backwards and using some of his kind of Chitlin circuit, Isley Brothers style guitar playing in here with songs like Castles Made of Sand and that kind of thing. But also get some cracking Jimi Hendrix barn burners in there, like Spanish Castle Magic, and If 6 Was 9, and also at the end of the album the song Bold as Love, where the ending double guitar solo at the end, probably the best ending of any album at all time. So anyway, let's take this and have a look at what we've got in here. Again, that's quite nice, that slip cover coming over this, looks like a crane drawing a dragon on there. It's pretty nice. It's in this slipcase here, pretty good. And then that's us got the stuff inside here, which this is the Dolby Atmos mix Axis Bold as Love. I'll put that on tonight. I didn't think I was going to actually get to do this video tonight. Didn't think that this was coming until like tonight, but somebody dropped it. It just fell through the door. I thought there was going to have to be somebody in for it, but this should be pretty good. Done by Jimi Hendrix's engineer Eddie Kramer, I believe. Although how good Eddie Kramer's ears are in this day and age, I mean, the man must be in his 80s by this point. There we've got a booklet here in this nice kind of pink purple thing with Jimmy on the front, Jimmy on the back. It's all about Jimmy as it should be. And in here you'll have probably an essay about the stuff that's in this. I've already got a double CD of this, which was released maybe about 20 years ago, which I do believe came from Chaz Chandler's personal archives, where it was a kind of lo-fi versions of a lot of Axis Bold as Love material, off-cuts, alternate cuts, that kind of thing. So I'm imagining that most of that stuff will be in this box set, and it'll be all cleaned up and everything by the Experience Hendrix team. although I'm quite critical what they do choose to release, when they do choose to release it as in the best musical quality that you can get for the audiophiles out there. I do enjoy the essays in here, although I will say that when Alan Douglas was in charge of the estate pre-1997 for the mid-70s, when he was doing the CDs in the early 90s, you get an absolutely amazing big bumper essay in every CD booklet. These ones are a bit more sparse, but the information's still pretty good. Ken tells you where the studio that they would be recording in, the date, the people that were involved in the session, Ken, the musicians, the engineers, that kind of thing. All really quite interesting if you like a bit of Jimi Hendrix. But this is looking pretty good. It's all about the music, of course. There's the cover for the Axis Bold as Love album in this thing, which in the current zeitgeist for these box sets, and this kind of fold out kind of thing in here. So this all looks pretty good. What we need to do is put the music on and hear exactly what the music's like. Here I can see this bit, it's a bit larger print as my distance classes have got on here. Aye, it was got this. CD1's the original stereo mix. Axis Bold as Love. Disc 2 is the original mono mix. I'm not really sure exactly how much they two will differ so much, or how much we'll be getting played out of them. But there we go, disc 3 is mostly outtakes in there. I'm seeing it, the last track on the disc is the original mono mix of the Stars That Play with Laughing Sam's Dice, which is going to be one of the greatest psychedelic songs of all time. Starts off with like a wee song at the start, all about Laughing Sam's Dice. It lasts for about 50 minutes. And then the whole thing, 1967, massive amounts of phasing on the thing. And then it turns into this thing where Jimi Hendrix playing this wild guitar solo with a crowd of people in the background, and everybody's gone on a journey through space, and Jimmy's like shouting out kind of commands as if he's the captain of the spaceship. Absolutely fantastic. And then on disc 2 here we've got at the back end of the disc there's a few alternate cuts and stuff, studio works, but then the second half of disc 4 is a show for Stockholm and Sweden, which was included on the 1991 box set Stages, and it's a pretty decent nice wee concert for 1967, although it does differ from the later Jimi Hendrix concerts for like 1968 to 1970, where he would branch out and do massive long versions of songs like Red House and stuff. This one is more like a kind of disciplined Jimi Hendrix experience, doing a short set, maybe lasts about 30-40 minutes. And there isn't really any expanded big jam sessions in there. It's just him playing a bunch of tracks after the album as is. But it's really good stuff. I'm looking forward to hearing that, see what the audio quality is like on that. But it's good to see how many of the gigs are still to come. I think the San Diego gig for 1969 is still to go. Is it San Diego? Aye. So we still need to get that, and I think the Paris Olympia gig for 1968 is still to come out. That's particularly muddy. But anyway, there's me. I'm starting to get down the rabbit hole on Jimi Hendrix here. Just a quick look here at the new Jimi Hendrix box set. Keep listening to Jimi Hendrix, because there's never been anybody that's ever been able to play the guitar like him before or since. He still sends his magic out, and he'll brighten up your day every day if you listen to a bit of Jimi Hendrix. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. I better get out of here. Have a nice day. And there's Jimmy, look at him, keep smiling Jimmy. He makes me smile. Thank you very much. Toodle.